What is up, folks? NYKia31 here, bringing you OS Vets Season 5. JETS Jets against the Green Bay Packers from the not-so-frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. 8-1 Jets versus the 7-2 Pack. This game was actually played midweek last week. I gotta get a move on. Get current. Get on the horse.
This should be a great game in this one.
All right, Chris, with that in mind,
yet it is hard to go backwards.
Really ready to rumble.
Playing a lot of NCAA 13, putting a lot of NCAA 13 content out, and having a heck of a time doing it. And then going back to Madden 12 and recording for that, and it just doesn't feel the same, you know?
They'll go to work at the 20.
I'm so ready for the Madden 13 season.
And 10 to go.
Using Muhammad Wilkerson here. I usually use either him or David Harris, whoever I'm in the mood to use. He's developed into a monster block shedder, monster pass rusher, just a beast defensive lineman. My defensive line as a whole is just beast. Connor Barwin at one end, Wilkerson. DeVito's not a good pass rusher, but he's a good run defender. You see Muhammad Wilkerson just detonate and bull the poor guard and give Mr. Rogers a kiss in the mouth.
From their own 37-yard line.
You got Rogers, Jermichael Finley, Greg Jennings, Brandon Marshall, so you know you're going to have a potent offense to deal with there. And my first possession of the game, feeding Stevie Jacks. Gotta say, I'm quite happy with the Revis trade. Getting 3 good players in return that are all having very good years. Steven Jackson doing everything. Workhorse runner. Good receiver as well with 40 catches. And he runs some routes. He gets it done as a route runner. Sanchez having a good year. Cooley showing he has some gas left in the tank. D'Angelo Hall. I have D'Angelo Hall playing free safety. He'll occasionally have an awareness gaff. When you move him from corner to free safety, his awareness drops. But his zone coverage is still, you know, solid back there, and he's got great hands. He has like 7 interceptions so far. And I get double-digit sacks out of Curry.
Looking for the screen.
And, you know, matchup pending, I usually get a very consistent pass rush, rushing 4, rushing 5 people. So, as usual, I can't complain about that.
31 takes the give.
But Steven Jackson is by far the most valuable guy. Because he can be basically a free slot receiver, or an extra slot receiver. I can also plug in Hardesty still, and Hardesty's still a very good workhorse runner. That's probably the first fumble he's lost since I've had him. Guy is very reliable. But Jackson has just been in beast mode lately, just been going off. And here, like I said, D'Angelo Hall was, you know, late to see that. And that'll occasionally happen to him, but you don't want to test him too much because, on average, he's going to be in the right spot. Even though he'll occasionally have a wig out like that, he'll still be in the right spot more often than not, and he will catch the football. And that's the big difference between my defense this year and the last season. Still playing the same style, still getting a good pass rush, but I have ball hawks who can catch the football. And I'll get more into that in a later league game video. So I'm down 7-zip. Going back to what I was saying, it's tough going back and forth because there are times when I go back to Madden 12 and I, especially when throwing the ball, try to throw the ball like it's NCAA 13, and usually bad things happen when I get into that mode. It usually occurs early in the game, and I have to shake the cobwebs out and snap out of it. It's just such a difference.
Short throw to the left.
And I think overall the game is better than this one, which has me looking forward to Madden 13. I think everyone in the league feels the same way. You know, we're playing out this season, and of course we're all trying to give, you know, our best effort to win our games and whatnot, but we're all ready. We've had a very good run in this league. I mean, 5 seasons is a lot. That's a lot of games. Manny Lawson coming in, playing that buck linebacker in a 4-3 under front. He's got double-digit sacks also.
Has a man to his right.
Stevie Jacks, that's the mention he brings out of the backfield. Good guy who can run checkdowns, good hands. Just so valuable. But, yeah, we're all ready to move on. 5 seasons is a lot of games. It's a lot of games. Not to mention all the games I've played in, you know, the online ranked world. And plus the other league I was a part in. There's a lot of games this sucker. So we got every drop out of this game that you possibly could.
Morgan was his intended target.
But I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I've been having a heck of a lot of fun with NCAA 13. I think NCAA 13 is an excellent game. And I think Madden has the resource advantage this year, as well as the extra time. So I think for the first time in a while, I've always been of the opinion in recent years that NCAA was the better game between the two. I think this season it's going to be the other way around. So it'll be very interesting to see how they're able to bring the goods based on the extra time and the extra resources that they put in, that the NCAA team didn't have the advantage of. 14-10 game.
Good coverage downfield.
He got a big play on that screen pass there. I have no idea how I didn't get over there and make it at least cut the play off a little bit. And I'm trying to march here to get something going before the half. Dialing up some run and shoot.
Passes out to his right.
And going to old reliable Cooley.
Around the 41-yard line
By Bishop.
Not the most explosive guy in the world, but he will catch the ball and he knows how to get open. And Josh Morgan too. Josh Morgan is one of my favorite receivers in the entire game. He's very, very clutch, and he's a great blocker. I hope the player traits are still in Madden 13.
By Bishop.
You know, things like clutch receiver, clutch QB, you know, guys with high motors, their consistency rating and all that good stuff. It really did a lot to help add a little bit of personality and life to the players outside of their numerical ratings and their, you know, graphical image on your screen. So I hope that's still in the game. I haven't heard whether it is one way or the other.
They keep it on the ground with the tail.
I'm trying to punch it in here. Trying to take the lead before the half. Nothing fancy here, just a fullback dive.
And he's in there.
And as you can see here, Sanchez having a very strong game, and he's been in a hot streak as well. As I said, he leads the league in QB rating and completion percentage. Got a very good touchdown INT ratio. Could this be a year where Sanchez is an MVP candidate if the Jets keep up this strong play? It's got to be someone. If we keep on playing this well, you got to have someone on the team be an MVP candidate. Either Sanchez, Steven Jackson, Aaron Curry, maybe.
And he's knocked out at the 41-yard line. Dumps it short.
Wouldn't that be something? The much maligned franchise goes from being franchise to league MVP. There's still a lot of football to be played. Here comes, is that Curry? See Curry just detonate his dude there? He's been doing that all season.
Sanchez with the toss.
Then back to the workhorse.
There to bring him down. In heavy traffic.
And then back to the turf.
The quarterback had no chance on that play.
And then back to some bootleg run and shoot, running the slide route.
He's pushed out of bounds.
Reading the coverage pre-snap. The slot receiver is actually my primary read, but I saw based on the coverage that he's probably not going to get open, so I audibled him to a streak to kind of clear out some space, and that's cleared out enough space for Cooley. And there's Stevie Jacks again. Just such a luxury. Probably the most important player on my team. He just changed the entire offense.
This is close. Did he come up with it?
Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the Jets for Madden 13. The Rook gets his first career sack.
He's dragged down on the play.
Because I'm not quite sure what the Jets roster is going to look like. I mean, you got Santonio Holmes and Keller, and then who else? I'd like to try to build a run and shoot from start to finish with them, but
he's searching for a receiver.
I don't know. It could take a lot of losses in the process.
Boy, and that kind of
Gonna have to see what they're looking like. And we have preseason football. I'm not much of a preseason football fan. I don't really watch the games that much. I just pray that no one on my team gets hurt. That's all I really care about when it comes to preseason football. I don't care who looks good, who looks bad. Just everyone stay in one piece. Just get to the season opener. And this is one of the weirder plays you'll see. I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether he fumbled the ball and the ball just happened to pop straight out and back to a lineman, or whether he lateraled by mistake. But he dodged that bullet and gets the board, and it's a 24-17 game now, and I'm trying to reestablish the running game here. Even hard to see some love. I got to put in Hardesty, and that's not a bad thing because Steven Jackson, when he runs a lot of pass routes, it does tire him out some. So when I have Steven Jackson in the slot or split out wide in some formations through the formation sub-screen, with a formation package screen, I try to give him some rest by giving, Hardesty the rock some. And now I don't really do anything that dry, so it's back to having Aaron Rodgers around. And you don't want to let these quarterbacks hang around too much, like A-Rod, Breeze, Brady, Manning, Rivers, Big Ben. Because they'll kick it into gear, and then all of a sudden they get hot and you can't stop anything. And look at that throw right there. That's a freaking dart in traffic. Those are the kind of throws he can make. That's why he's a headache. That's why he's a problem. That's why he is who he is.
Throws to his left.
Like that would have been a pick if it was thrown by anybody else. And he gets a costly delay of game penalty here because he was going to go for that. But now he's going to up with a field goal, hope for a stop, and to get the ball back. Kick is up, and it is good.
So after that kick, the score is now the Packers.
So just trying to grind some clock here, kill some clock with the workhorse. Running behind DeBrickashaw, Mangold, and Roos. But I can't do it. I have to give the ball back. And there's Connor Barwin. Love my defensive line.
Around the 39-yard line by Barwin.
3-4 outside linebacker playing at DN, doing a solid job.
They'll throw for the first.
Came up a little bit too aggressively as the spy, and that freed up some space, so now I need to get a stop and tighten up big time. And here's Manny. Coming hot off that edge. Biggs play. Tick, 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 tick. No timeouts left. Don't want to have any jump balls come back and haunt me.
Deep pass. He
That's where he's going, and we just break it up. Those things make me so nervous in this game. And would you believe, quarters 3 deep, man,
Good coverage downfield.
that 2 guys from his team get their hands on this football. But it goes to the turf, and we escape. So if we go to 10-1, we're 1 play away from being undefeated. We got beat on a last-second jump ball by the Titans. My guy actually contested the ball, but the guy just skied over him and made the catch. So
Now let's take a look at the Gator
that is that.
performer of the game.
Sanchez playing strong, continuing his hot play. And the Jets go to 10-1. If you guys enjoy, talk to y'all later. Peace.